Busher boys out in the little tunnel there, and they're getting another free haircut at Great Clips. So they're going to hate. Great Clips is not going to like Antoine Hoppin now, because he comes on the field and he creates something, and we get another third goal. So we'll open up to questions.
Coach, he keeps scoring. How long before you start him?
What's that?
Antoine keeps scoring every time he comes on. He's got 3 goals. Right?
He's a little electric coming off the bench, and in a game like today where there's some tired legs out there, he comes on and brings a lot of energy, and it's fantastic to see. Because that third goal, I mean, that it looks a lot easier, that game right now, because it's 3-0, but if they get one back, it gives them all the life, and it could change everything. So we talked about it at halftime. We needed to get that third goal.
Speaking of that third goal, were you concerned coming out of the gate? You nearly had that third goal coming out of the locker room. Were you concerned after that it may come back and haunt you?
Yes, definitely. You never like to see it, you come out and you think you have one. And, we said that's what we needed coming out. We needed to act like it was 0-0 coming out of the locker room. And we didn't get it, and then the game went on, and you're thinking you're fighting. And against a team like that, although I felt like we had the better of the play for sure, you give them up one and they're going to come back at you really hard. So,
with Toronto undefeated in 5, were you surprised at how negatively they came out?
I mean, the conditions today are really tough to play in, and it was tough for us too, because I know they've had a lot of games, but we've had a lot of games. And you just got to make sure that you mentally and physically you go out there and to the best of your ability, do your job. And credit to our players, they certainly did that.
Can you talk about how Freddie did today?
Freddie was really good. I'm happy for him, because we all know he's capable of that kind of game, and for him to go out and do it was fantastic. So that second goal was really good, but he created a lot early in that game. We were able to find him in some really good spots, and he did a great job.
Coach, you want to talk about how, a lot of times teams get 2-0 leads. You want to look at maybe defensive stuff, but you put Antoine in there just as an offensive stuff, how it changes the complex of the game too.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and certainly in that kind of game we needed the third goal. So for him to come in, it's a great situation again. As I said, good for him to get the third one.
Just talk real quick about, tactically, what the team is doing better now, especially the first time we played Toronto.
Well, I mean, tactically, I think today, just comparing the 2 games, we kept the ball a lot better. We made them chase in the first half, and really, we felt like in these kind of conditions, a team that dictated the rhythm and tempo of the game, we were going to make the other team do a lot of work, and I think that was pretty evident in the first half, especially in the latter part of the first half.
Can you see there's a rapport developing between Jack and Freddie? I mean, they make so much happen after, especially in that first half.
Yeah, it's great to see. I think it goes to a lot of, you're always talking about as a coach, the connections to the guy next to you and in front of you and behind you, and there is a lot of guys that are on the same page right now, that plan for each other. That's what a good team is all about, and certainly we display that today.
John, the team has scored 15 goals in the last 6 games since you took over. Is there one thing specifically that you can point to as to why the offense clicking, or is it just a general mindset? Is there a difference?
Well, I think we have good attacking players, and I think they feel like they have some freedom to go to goal, and we've been encouraging them to go to goal, and fortunate for us, they're finding the back of the net, and that means everything. We're doing it with a lot of different guys. We're very mobile in our attack. I think that makes it hard for opposing defenses, but at the end of the day, it's players out making plays, and that's fantastic to see.
Do you expect to carry this momentum into Wednesday?
Yeah, I hope so. Wednesday is a big day for us, because I heard the Sons have been chanting we want the cup, and we all want the cup. So it's a big game. I think every game is a big game for us right now. But we're going to try to make sure that we recover from this one, get the guys, it's a tough environment to come back from and play on Wednesday 100%, but we're going to do everything we can to be ready for it.
John, just your thoughts on Roger finally getting some minutes and coming back from injury?
Yeah, that was important because Roger, he's come back. He's been in training, but we've played so many games that it hasn't been great for Roger because, he's been in the 18. He hasn't been training as much. We come back and have a regen day, and it's a shorter session for him. So my point is that, Roger just needed to get in some conditioning to get game fitness. The best way to do that is to play. So it was really good to get him back and in a game, and again, we'll just try to continue to work with him and make sure he's ready when called upon.
Moby's making it pretty tough for you to decide once Bakari is fully healthy. Just talk about the way he played today, and just as a tenacity out there with every ball.
Yeah, he made a tackle, Moby did, in the first half, which he has to make, or Toronto's going to have Kovermans and Johnson going 2v0 to goal, and it's fantastic, and he keeps on doing that. But the ability and his composure back there and finding the next pass, making timely tackles, as I said, but also winning head balls, winning a lot of critical moments, Moby's been really good. So I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm really happy for him.
Okay, thanks everyone.